If you're the type of artist that is more on the rougher side, when it comes to mortuary makeup, you may want to have more of a light action. When it comes to technique is the way you sculpt the face. Sometimes the head is being pointed towards the left, and that means that the right side of the face is going to be seen. What you need to do now is make sure that you are sculpting the face in a way that still mimics their natural features, but in a way that is most flattering to the present state that they are in. So the way you may naturally sculpt and bronze and highlight a face with someone who's moving up and down vertically, you will not probably do the same thing to them for someone who's laying down horizontally. So I like to ask, is this going to be the final place that they will be viewed? Is this going to be held in a church, or would it be held in a chapel, which is more dimly lit? A church is more brightly lit. Brows is also another thing that changes drastically on postmortem. The hairs can look a bit sparse. It can be totally different depending on how the face is now resting. So when it comes to lashes and eyeshadows, this is where, not going to say it can get scary, but if you're not careful, it can kind of catch you by surprise. Now they are reverting, most funeral homes are reverting to something called an eye cap. And it's this little cap that's placed under the eye that allows it to stay shut and not open. With that eye cap, sometimes with that comes texture. So you will notice that sometimes under the eye, you can see little pockets. Avoid shimmer eyeshadow. Be very strategic with your placement of shadows. We know that anything with shimmer is going to bring certain things forward and really make them stand out. So now let's talk about blush when it comes to mortuary makeup. Blush is definitely a non-negotiable. Remember, the skin has no warmth, so we want to bring back as much life and warmth into the skin as possible, and adding color is a perfect way to do that. I love to add really rich, warm blushes on the skin, but definitely want to go with more warm tones so that way the skin appears more lifelike and a lot more recognizable as opposed to looking so cold and gray. And last but certainly not least, the number one difference is the level of dignity and intention that you put into it. I often hear people say they want to get into this field because yes, it is very lucrative. During COVID, I was able to hit my first six figures doing mortuary makeup along with some other things, but mortuary makeup was a big part of my income. And while it is very lucrative, you cannot lead with just the mindset of I want to make a quick coin. You are playing a role that's more than just a makeup. I always say you have to do it for the outcome and not the income. So if you guys have any questions that you would like me to answer, please drop them down below. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you for part 2.